and welcome to this week. So this week we're going to begin by talking about emotions and what I've seen around them myself, and hoping by pointing you to what I have seen that you might see something from within you. So I woke up this morning actually, so that's why I'm doing the video today, feeling a bit grouchy as you do and not in a very good mood. And then usually what I do is try and get rid of that mood, take something, which you can do, go somewhere else, do the gardening, take my mind off my bad mood. But this time I just sat with it and realised, which I do know this, but we all forget, that the emotion isn't me. This moodiness, this bad temper, it isn't me. It's an emotion I am feeling from within. It has nothing to do with outside.
Me, you mean?
Yeah, but it is all to do within me. And I can look outside and point, oh, it's you, it's this, it's that. But while I was sitting with it, I knew it was me, because that's where I'm feeling it, from within me. And it's come up within me. And I don't need to know the words or whys. I just need to remind myself that it's come from within me. But the big thing is here, is the emotion is not me. I have a whole... We all do. We have a whole range of all these emotions, but none of them are us. We might believe that, oh, we have certain ones quite constantly, so that makes it mean it's us, but it isn't. And within that, I'm not trying to get rid of it, but just reminding myself, yeah, this isn't my emotion. It's just an emotion popping up. So I say hello. But in that moment, I just began to feel better. And then I was in the emotion of happiness. And just like that, I was feeling great. Nothing else had changed in the outside. But everything had changed from the inside. And that's the most important place. This is what we point you to. We don't say, look at us, do this, think this, do that. We always point you towards you. And I always tell this from what I've seen for myself, from within me. So you can look not towards within me, because that's impossible, but to look towards you, to in you. And the clue's in an insight. It's never called an outsight. Because if you get something from me, you don't say, oh, I had an outsight from Colette. You say, I had an insight. But the mistake is thinking it's from me. It isn't. It's an insight. The clue is there. It's from within you. We are the pointers. That's it.
So why do you keep pointing to me like then? Was it me that... You think it was me that was
Oh,
annoying
it's just a joke.
you? Alright.
Honest.
No.
No, but that's what we do. I mean, I have done in the past, and I would like to do it now. Really, we all would. We don't like to blame Mark. But you do. You would love... But you know within yourself, that's not where it comes from. But that is taking your power back, really.
Yeah,
all laughs aside.
You're giving your power away if you blame someone else.
You are.
Because you're saying someone else could control you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not. It all comes from you, doesn't it?
That's it, and that's what we're pointing you to.
Or me. It all comes from me.
Is not, because blaming other people and to get them to change, it's never going to help you. You seeing that it's you making it up does. And it is like the mirror metaphor, is when you look in the mirror, I've got a bit of hair, sorry. when you look in the mirror and you see yourself over there, are you over there? No, you're not. That's just the reflection, reflecting back to you. So when you see something going on out there, it's the same thing. It's just reflecting back to you where you are within. Are you feeling grumpy? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling at peace? Are you feeling agitated? Well, what you're seeing, Mr. Smith from next door coming up, being agitated, is a reflection from your belief.
And also, if it's a mirror, then it's pointless drawing stuff on the mirror to make you look different.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't work, does it? Because that's you trying to change the outside, but it doesn't. You have to change the inside first. So it doesn't matter. You can draw all this stuff on the mirror.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
So you can say to someone, if you just stop doing that, and if you did this, I would feel better. So for you to feel better, you're giving the power to them that they have to do that in order for you to feel better. And most people will go, I don't think so, no. So then where does that leave you? Powerless, feeling rubbish, because they're not going to change how they are. So again, isn't it better to go within and say, what they're doing is not making me feel grumpy or bad-tempered. I'm doing that. Take the blame, but not to beat yourself up with. So you'll feel better by saying, I'm doing that. So I can put my attention on something that makes me feel nice and happy because I have the power. And again, it's like tune in to that happiness within, because that's the only place it is. And you'll start having better feelings, better thinking. And it is like the programme. If you rung the programme station and say, hey, I was scared to death today watching your programme. I was absolutely horrified. It really scared me. And they turn around and say, you are watching a horror film? You cannot blame other people. If you've tuned into a horror film, you're going to be scared. So, okay, I've got the power to tune into a comedy film and laugh. But the same rule is within you. You can tune in just as easily to that happiness because it's within you. And it is that mad to say, well, I'm tuning in to your grumpiness and I'm feeling grumpy. Well, hello. Tune into your happiness and see what happens.
And also, if you're in a state of unhappiness, you'll then get more things to be unhappy about.
Yeah.
But if you go into a state, and a state just means just thinking differently. So if you go into a state of happiness, you can't have thoughts of sadness, can you? Because you're saying I am happy in this moment. I am happy. So in this moment that I am happy, you're going to get more thoughts that come of happiness. But when you go into, unless you change your thoughts, if you change your state and go into say, oh yeah, but that doesn't make me happy. So now you've changed your state from happiness. You've gone into a state of less happiness, and then you'll see more thoughts that reflect that, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all different states. So if you're in a state of, you can't be happy and have states of sadness.
No.
But you have to. But what people think is, oh, but then I had this horrible thought that came to me. But that's because you changed your state. Then you must have gone down into a different state to get that, because only the state that you're in attracts, or not attracts, but you can only see that frequency of thoughts that you're in.
The same as a horror film. If you're watching a horror film, you're going to see horror.
If you want to,
yes.
But you can go and watch a horror film with the state of, this is a rubbish horror film and it's not scary. You won't get scared of it.
Yeah, because it all comes from you.
Yeah.
You can believe and expect you're going to be really terrified by a horror film, life, whatever, and you'll get what you expect. And that's how it works. And what we point you to is to look for yourself. Don't just take our word for it. Know that it's not coming from us. Where the point is, it's not coming from any video, any book. And a lot of people who've been doing this a long time still sometimes see, oh, it's the book. It's not. The book is a pointer to you, for you to look within and come up with insights, not outsides, insights.
Because you can read a book, and the first time you can read it, you can say, well, I don't understand that. And then you can read it again, and you can see a bit more, and then you can keep reading it, and then you can believe that the book is changing because, oh yeah, I'm seeing more in this book. But you can't, because it's exactly the same words every time. All it is the book's not changing, it's you, because you're now believing that you're seeing more in it. There's more depth to it, but it comes from you.
Yeah.
It comes from you, because like if someone's like a genius, like Einstein writes all these words down, equation, and it's all on this board, and someone looks at that and can't understand it, which most people can't, But if then someone starts to look at that and say, you know what, I'm starting to understand this. This guy's a genius. Well, if you can understand the same words,
You're the genius.
you're the genius.
Yeah, if you understand everything Einstein or anyone like Einstein's writing down,
You have to have the same.
You have to. You have to be the genius.
Yeah, you have to have the same capacity, the same mental. You have to be in the same state as him to understand it.
yeah, and that means you're the genius
Yeah.
too.
So if you're seeing a book that you once read, and at first you didn't understand it, and then the more you read it, the more you see the depth in it, but it's still the same words. It's not the book, and it's not the person that wrote the book.
It's you.
It's you. It's coming from you, because you're now.
Your consciousness,
Yeah.
your consciousness
Yeah.
is heightened.
And that comes from your I am. So you say I am seeing more in this book, and then because you say I am seeing more in this book, then you automatically
We'll see more.
see more in this book.
Yeah, and then you'll have insights, which are yours,
Yeah.
because they're insights. They're not coming up from the book. They're not coming from this video. They're coming from you.
Yeah.
And it's a thing to ponder over. I mean, you can watch this video all the way through, but I suggest pausing it and ponder over each thing we've said, and digest that, and just think, it is all coming from me. You know, just look to see the evidence for yourself, and see the word insight, the clue is there. It's never called an outside, ever. Look for yourself, it isn't. It's always insight.
So because we're all geniuses,
Yes.
and we just don't know we are.
That's it.
If you can understand something, who so-called genius wrote it, then you have to have the same. You have to be in the same level of consciousness as that person.
Yeah.
So that means that you're a genius too.
Exactly. So we're all geniuses.
Yeah.
So ponder on that.
Yeah.
And until next week, have a good week at pondering your genius and your insights. Bye.
Bye.